My name is Xavier Aure. I'm a research fellow at the Center for Print Research, and my research mainly focuses on 3D imaging for cultural heritage and mostly applications to conservation and public engagement. My initial research during my PhD was mostly based on data from a laser scanner at the National Gallery. And one of the issues we had is that it didn't capture color, and it didn't capture enough resolution to record all the minute details from the surface of paintings. So developing from that, I decided that it was necessary to find a different technique to capture the details, and that's how this dome on my left was developed, which is mainly using a technique called reflectance transformation imaging. So after developing the small dome, we had certain issues when it came to scanning larger surfaces because we can only capture from one position and one small area, as it being a very small dome. So in order to solve this problem, we started developing the scanner, this prototype number 2, which is basically a scanner that uses two techniques, photogrammetry and reflectance transformation imaging. And what it allows us is to capture any size of surface, as we can move the camera automatically around the surface. Yeah, so one of the sort of nicest paintings we have scanned is this one here. It's a painting by Carinna from the Woburn Abbey collection, and just showing you the results of the scan. So we have the color capture, and then we'll have the surface capture as well. So this is just a viewer where you can combine the two of them, and if we can just zoom in all the way in, just to demonstrate the kind of detail that we're talking about. So with the scanner, we're able to capture all the, from a painter that you would think it doesn't use so much impasto, you can actually see that there's a lot of brushwork involved in his paintings. And we can only do that if the scanner is able to capture such detail. Another sort of fascinating aspect of this painting is Carinna used to apparently use the back of the brush to create all the drawings for the architectural elements. So those were really well sort of captured with the scanner as well. So if we move to the Ducal Palace, for example, you can see all the details in the windows, for example, all the lines that he incised prior to painting. So I'm currently working on two different projects which are looking at historic textiles. One of them is funded by the Arts and Humanities Research Council and is in partnership with the Holborn Museum in Bath. And we're going to be looking at a series of embroideries from the museum. The other project is with the New Forest Heritage Center, and also looking at a more contemporary embroidery in this case. And we are basically applying so using the same scanner that we use for paintings, but looking at how we can capture textiles in this case, as they have very different sort of material properties. So we're hoping to develop sort of the next generation of scanner, and we're going to be using cobots, which are collaborative robots, and the idea is that we can attach the head of the scanner from this prototype to a robotic arm, and in that way we can scan not only planar surfaces but also objects in the round. And the idea would be also to incorporate another technique into the scanning, which would be multispectral imaging, and in that way we would be able to capture more information about the objects that we're scanning.